Hey guys, Brad M73 here, and I'm back with issue 3 of the Star Wars Build the Millennium Falcon kit. In this issue, if I look at the parts here up close, we've got the pilot seats, the two passenger seats or rear seats for the cockpit. We've got the cockpit door here. We've got the sticker that's actually going to go back in here. Then we have some really small pieces like the flight yokes and the throttles. I'm not sure if I'm going to do anything with those yet this episode. I'll probably try to test fit them, but then I'm going to put them back either in here or in another protective case. Excuse me, so that I can detail those later on. And then we also have another piece of the hull, which will, I don't think it actually sticks on. So, but anyway, let's go ahead. I'm going to get started opening this box here. And hopefully the audio is going to be a little bit better. I've been having some issues with audio because I'm recording this on my iPhone, and I don't have a good mic for the iPhone, so I have to just use my earpiece. And if I don't use it, if I just use like the speakerphone mic, it just picks up way too much background noise. So hopefully this sounds all right. The first episode I think was all right. The second episode I don't think turned out too well. So yeah. Okay, so we almost have this, and again we have our little Millennium Falcon here. See that? There we are. Set that out of the way, and so we've got all the parts, and probably should turn this over here. Okay. Gosh, what did I just snort? All right, so I'm going to reposition the camera because I want to take a look at the guide here first. So I'll be right back. Okay, so we're back with issue 3, Build the Model, Explore the Galaxy. The Falcon's Cockpit Instruments, Visitor's Guide to Bespin. So, looking through the magazine, we've got the issue contents. Got still all the customer service information. We've got a interesting article here on the T-65 X-Wing Starfighter, and I think it gives you some. I was reading through this yesterday, and it gives you some details on like the Death Star battle and things like that. So it's kind of cool. I mean, if you've seen the movie, and especially if you've been a Star Wars geek for a gazillion years like I have. You'll know most of this, but I always forget that the X-Wing is the T-65. but yeah, so we've got some more information, some more detailed information about Bespin, a couple additional shots of the Millennium Falcon, which you can go through. If you've got it on DVD or Blu-ray, you can go and freeze those stills. We've got some information about Han being frozen in carbonite. How Lando Calrissian rescued Luke from the top of the Millennium Falcon, and it's got some information, some interesting information about the rear panels that they used for the movie and how all that was made. So that's pretty cool. And they talk about the rear part of the cockpit in detail. This area back here. Well, you can see that. They look identical, right? Yeah, pretty close. Actually, yeah, they could be closer, I think, but not too bad. Dressing the cockpit, stuff like that. Okay, so now we're getting into the actual parts. And it says assembling the cockpit. Come on, guys. Bulkhead. So it says take the bulkhead from issue 1, which is part number 2. And I'm just going to pop this off the back. I don't have any of this glued yet, so we've got that right there. And let's see here, and we are going to, if you have not fitted the instrument panel sticker part 1, which is here, as shown on page 11 of issue 1, do so now. Well, we've already done that. So next up is take the cockpit door and sticker panel provided, this time parts 2 and 3, and peel the backing paper off the sticker. Okay, so we're going to need our little door and the sticker. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and just pop all these pieces out for a moment. Boy, these little throttle levers are tiny. Check those out. Those are tiny. All right. All right, so we got the front seats. We've got this piece here. We've got the front seats. And I'm actually going to weather these up a little bit. I might even repaint them because I think the actual seat color is a little bit lighter. This is kind of like an orangish brown color. And I thought the seats were more of like a tannish color. So I might dry brush this with like a tan color, and then do another dry brush, or maybe even a wet brush, and then dab away the excess with of like a black or like a dark brown, or I don't know, maybe I'll mix up my own colors for that, just to kind of weather that. And then of course the seats, the rear seats here, these definitely need to be repainted and weathered. So I'll take care of that down the road. I'm more fitting parts right now, and not really so worried about actually getting the painting, because I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna go back and go through the painting again. Okay, so I found it kind of interesting that they chose to. I'm gonna try to. There we go. I'm gonna see if I can bump the exposure up a little bit so maybe you guys can see in there. If you see inside this little cockpit door, it's actually a raised texture back inside here, and I don't know why they chose to do it. If all we're going to do, is stick a sticker down in there. I mean, it's kind of silly. There's the sticker in there. Hello again. Bump up that exposure on my camera as much as I possibly can, so you can kind of see the sticker. Now, it's not stuck yet. I got to peel that off, but we're going to, as soon as my camera refocuses, we're going to do that right now. So yeah, it seems to me like there's not as much of a backing for the sticker to stick on, and I'm wondering if that thing's going to peel out over time. All right, there we go. And I just kind of lay it down at the bottom, and then it should just kind of fall right in. It'll mostly fall in, mostly. Oh, wrong movie franchise. Okay, now that it's sticky, it's... Don't get it stuck like I just did, guys. And of course it's black and hard to see. Oh, there we go. All right, so it's in there. And, all right, so that's down. Now, I am going to kind of weather the front of this up a little bit. Come on, focus. There we go. See if I can lock the focus. Bump up the exposure so you guys can see. The little white, or not white, but kind of like tannish colored panels there, the little pillows or bumpers or whatever you want to call them. I'm going to kind of maybe sponge those, or I'm going to dirty those up down the road too, once I get all my paints in and things like that. And like I said, for right now, I'm just essentially going to be fitting things together, so not gluing anything yet. And this just pushes right back in there, and easy stuff. And once we're done, we'll put some glue on there and get that, so it doesn't pop out or anything. And then here is where the LED, there's a little circuit board that's going to come later on. It's for the LED lighting that's going to, shine through and make this back panel light up. And this is, it actually screws in here, and then, whoops, and then the 2 pins are more for alignment. So that's what that's for. And now here's one thing I want to point out about the cockpit. Since this is a sticker, the sticker doesn't stick very well. And it may be partly my fault because I didn't score this. Whoops, I'm sorry, I didn't make a score line across here, which I don't think the instructions really told us to. But yeah, I mean, you can kind of see, hello. Come on, get the focus on there. Get the focus on. I don't think it can focus because either I'm too close or it's too dark. But you can, yeah. Come on, focus on my hand. Focus. But you can see how the sticker is not sticking right there. So I don't know. I don't know of a good way to fix that yet, and I'm just going to have to figure something out. I mean, if I push down on it, yeah, it'll stick. And I'm assuming, once I get the little pins and, the little control sticks and things like that pushed in there, it's going to work just fine. The other thing, I have actually found another control panel on Shapeways, and I'm actually thinking about the possibility of replacing either the control panel here or this whole piece with something that's 3D printed that's going to actually have all of the real details of the Millennium Falcon. So once we get the sticker in, it's just a matter of putting the 4 seats in place, which that's going to be ridiculously easy. Famous last words. Okay. If I could zoom that in. Yeah, there we go. Zoom that in a little bit for you guys. 3 and 4. Yeah, it looks like a little cockpit, kind of. Okay. Okay. Sorry about that. All right, so we have that pretty much finished. And then we also have like the little flight yokes here. So I'm going to see how easy these are going to be to push in. And actually, I should probably take the console off. Oh, wrong way. There's a couple little burrs on here. Let's see if you can see that. Come on. I don't know if you can see the little burr right there, but I'll just need to clean that up a little bit. And we'll see if we can get the other one in. And then we'll turn that around like so. All right. So that's what that looks like. And I don't know if I'm going to leave these in. I'm a little bit nervous about having them in here right now because over the next few months, this part is actually going to be probably moving around from box to box, and I can just leave it in like a storage, like a small storage box. But I'm just a little bit nervous about how, if these pieces, if the control yokes are going to fall out and get lost. So I don't want that to happen for obvious reasons. And we'll stick the back plate on there. And again, whoops, keep moving this out of the camera. The throttles here go in these little tiny holes. There's one right there. There's another one right over here. and they go in those holes. But I'm not going to put those in right now because I want to paint this up and kind of weather it before I put those pieces in at the end. All right, so we pretty much should have this done. Actually, I skipped forward because look guys, it's telling us to put in, oh, I gotta zoom back out again and refocus. Yeah, it's telling us to put in the flight yokes and the throttles and things like that. And then it talks about, popping the instrument assembly panel on the front here. Does it say, does it say anything about where there's no mention of where to put the hull plating. So, however, I know where it goes because it's seriously that easy. If we bring in our piece that we have somewhat finished here, this hull piece, not a hull piece, pretty much goes right here. And I'm guessing it's going to, there you go. It's going to fit like this. Hello. Zoom out a little bit more. All right. Yeah, it's going to essentially fit like this. But the only downside is it doesn't have any structure to fit to, so it's just kind of flops down there. But it's actually pretty nice how everything is fitted together. Now there are a couple holes here. There's one there, so I'm assuming that there's going to be some pipage or something like that fits in there. I don't know. We'll see down the road. Still haven't screwed this in, so this all still comes apart. And I'm not sure if I'm going to use all the screws to attach these outer hull segments until I've got all this painted and weathered. So I don't know. We'll see, because these will actually use self-tapping screws, which actually will tap into the plastic, and so I don't want to damage that over time by constantly screwing and unscrewing those. You can refill the holes. As a matter of fact, I've done it before in the past. In order to repair plastic screw holes, what I typically do is I'll take some 2-part epoxy, or it just kind of depends on the type of plastic that I use. But I'll take like a little toothpick and I'll just dip it in epoxy, and I'll stick it down in the hole and just rub it around in the hole, and I'll let it dry. And then you might have to do that once or twice or maybe 3 times, depending on how big the hole is, to build up enough material on the inside of those holes for the screws to thread in. So, but that's just my technique of doing it. There may be other ways as well, but I'd rather not go that route just yet. Just in the interest of keeping things as simple as possible. So I don't want to do something and then have to undo it later. So yeah, we've got issue number 3 out of the way. Issue 4 is going to be, I think all it is yeah, it's just one piece of 2 pieces of the framework. I think there's a little black piece. I think that's actually I think that's the front piece for the cockpit, or I think it goes there. I'm not 100% sure, but I think that's where that goes. So we'll come to issue 4 next week and wait for our next 4 issues to arrive. I can't wait. It's probably going to be, late June, early July before that happens. So, yeah. So far, so good, though. There is one other issue. I might or might not fix this right off the bat, but I am going to eventually, pop this window out and then reposition it. And the video might have already come out because I'm kind of recording these a little bit out of order, but so I might already have the video out on how to do that. If I can do it, and we'll see what happens there. But issue 3 out of the way, issue 4 next week. Thanks for watching, guys. As always, feel free to like and comment. Let me know what you think of the build. Or if you've got a kit, let me know what your techniques are. If you're just salivating or if you have any questions about anything, please let me know in the comments section. But please subscribe for this and many more videos. And also, I've got a whole gaming channel. You can watch my videos there as well. And but I thought I'd do something different and build a Millennium Falcon. I've always wanted a perfect studio replica. I can't get everything on the screen at once. And and this is finally my opportunity to do something that I enjoy, building the kit and having something that I hope in the end will look absolutely stunning and not just like a little, toy that you buy at Walmart. So yeah, my mom still doesn't understand this. I was talking to her about, oh, I got this great idea for my YouTube channel, and she's like, I don't get it. And I'm like, well, I don't get why you get your nails done every week and your hair done. So it's kind of relative. It's a man thing, it's a woman thing. Yeah. So, oh, and by the way, I don't live with my mom. I was, oh God, that sounds really creepy. No, it's not like I'm like, but Mom, I need the kitchen table. So terrible. But I love you, Mom. But no, she was over the other day and she's like, what in the world is this? And she doesn't understand. She doesn't understand Star Wars, guys. Star Wars, wonderful Star Wars. Okay, never mind. Guys, I'll see you for issue 4. I'm Brad M73. We'll see you next time. Bye for now.